Democrats are celebrating as they push that $739 billion spending bill through the U.S. Senate yesterday afternoon.
Not one Republican, including our next guest, voted for it, as they warn it'll make inflation worse while raising taxes.
GOP Senator Mike Lee sits on the Senate Joint Economic Committee, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Senator.
Good morning.
Good morning. There are a lot of articles, what's in a name, because they're saying they're painting this as a bill that will reduce inflation, when really you have all these economists, all these experts that are saying that is absolutely false. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, this is a terrible bill. Look, they call it the Inflation Reduction Act. This is the most Orwellian name I think I've seen in the United States Senate in the 12 years that I've been here. Look at what they're doing. They're increasing spending and they're raising taxes while we're in the middle of a recession and while we're in the middle of rampant inflation. In my home state of Utah, people are experiencing nearly 15% inflation relative to last year. As a result of that, with that kind of inflation, people who are paid 26 paychecks a year, it's as though the Biden policies have consumed 4 of those 26 paychecks out of every year. That is appalling. And it's doubly appalling that they would spend more and raise taxes in the middle of a recession while we're in inflation.
Well, as you know, Senator, we're coming up on an election in November, and one of the big parts of this is it will allow Medicare to negotiate lower prescription drug prices. And if you are on a fixed income, if you're older, you love that, regardless of your political party.
You love how it sounds until you read the fine print, Steve. What you see when you read the fine print on this is that at the end of the day, this is going to lead to fewer life-saving and life-enhancing and extending medical cures and treatments. At the end of the day, price controls do not work. They've been tried everywhere. It's like that awful game Mousetrap we played when we were kids. It looks fun on the TV commercial. It never, ever works. This one's not going to work.
So, Senator, have you talked with your colleagues on the other side of the aisle? What is their calculation? They see the poll numbers. They realize that the Democrats are in trouble. They know the economists are saying that this is going to not really tackle inflation. It's going to raise taxes. So what was the calculation here?
Well, look, at the end of the day, I suspect my Democratic colleagues who believe in big government believe that anytime we spend too much money and it doesn't quite work, that the answer is necessarily, oh, we got to spend more money. We just didn't spend quite enough money before. But that's like pouring gasoline on a fire. That's what they're doing here. So they operate under a belief, perhaps it's a good faith belief, that this is somehow going to make things better. But it never does. It's not going to this time, and it's going to make things much worse. That's tragic. It's tragic, especially for poor and middle-class families in Utah who are spending $881 a month every single month on their basic household necessities relative to last year.
Now, Senator, we're around the corner of midterms. What can Republicans do, if Republicans win, to turn this country around, to decrease inflation, to decrease our gas prices?
You know, I found a great quote from Milton Friedman last night, the famed economist, who said that anytime you're dealing with inflation, there really is only one cause. And that one cause in America is always Washington, D.C., because as Milton Friedman explained, it's Washington, D.C. that can effectively just print more money. And so we've got to stop spending money we don't have. When we stop doing that, we'll bring inflation under control.
All right, he's a senator from Utah. You worked Saturday and Sunday. I think you get a couple of comp days, Senator.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Yeah, we didn't sleep at all during that time period, which made things especially grueling. But the worst part about it was knowing what my constituents have to face. Poor and middle-class Americans, especially Utahns, can't handle this.
All right. Senator, thank you very much for joining us live today.
Thanks, Senator.
All right, Senator, can you take a nap?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll happen.
Thank you so much.
I think Bernie might be napping out front. If you want to go.
On the steps.